Military applicants must file the Form N400, Application for Naturalization, within 6 months of an honorable discharge and have a green card before applying for U.S. citizenship. Some military applicants, including those who served honorably in prior conflicts, may be eligible for expedited citizenship or immediate naturalization. Current and former U.S. military members do not pay naturalization fees. Eligible family members may apply for a fee waiver or reduced N400 fee and could be eligible to apply for American citizenship immediately.
Did you know that U.S. military members who have served honorably for at least 1 year could be eligible for naturalization after approval from their commander? This is a fast way to apply for American citizenship. Most permanent residents usually wait for 5 years before applying for U.S. citizenship. In this video, we want to show you a U.S. military applicant during the day of his naturalization interview. Let's start to watch it.
Good morning, Sergeant Pablo Gonzales. I am Officer Melissa Smith. I will conduct your citizenship and immigration interview today. How are you doing?
Good morning, Officer Melissa Smith. My name is Pablo Gonzales. Thank you for asking. I'm doing well, and you?
I'm a bit busy today since I just came from a meeting. Please follow me to my office.
Yes, officer.
Please remain standing and raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do, officer.
Please be seated. Before we begin, I must remind you that everything we discuss here is confidential. It is very important to answer all questions truthfully and to the best of your ability. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
I see that you are applying for naturalization. Thank you for your service. So, what is your reason for filing your N400 application?
You're welcome, officer. I applied for my N400 application because I already have 1 year of honorable U.S. military service.
Because you are a military member, specific naturalization requirements, including the required periods of residence and physical presence in the United States, may not apply to you. Please confirm your full name and provide me with your identification documents.
My full name is Pablo Lopez Gonzales. Here are my identification documents.
What branch of the U.S. military have you served and how long did you serve?
I have served in the branch of Field Artillery Military for 2 years.
Can you confirm your current address?
I live at Wellham Lane, Palm Coast, Florida, 32164.
Great. Let's start with some general questions about you. When and where were you born?
I was born in Mexico Community Hospital on March 21, 1998.
What is your country of birth?
My country of birth is Mexico.
What is your country of citizenship or nationality?
My country of citizenship or nationality is Mexico.
Thank you. Now let's discuss your military service. Can you tell me which branch of the military you are serving in and your current rank?
I serve in the United States Army, and my current rank is lieutenant.
How long have you been serving in the military?
I have been serving for 2 years.
And have you been deployed overseas during your service?
Yes, I have been deployed to Afghanistan.
What does field artillery mean in the U.S. Army?
Field artillery is a group of mobile artillery used to support U.S. armies on the battlefield. These weapons specialize in mobility, tactical proficiency, short or long range, and extremely long range target engagement.
What is the responsibility of a U.S. lieutenant in field artillery?
A lieutenant's responsibility is to certify cannon, rocket, or missile platoon tactics and methods or procedures. Lieutenants serving in brigade combat teams will also certify company fire support tactics and methods or procedures.
Thank you for your dedication. In recognition of immigrant service, members' patriotism and sacrifice, alongside U.S. citizen service members, immigration law requires the process to be expedited for service members like you, allowing them to naturalize after 1 year of honorable service or immediately if a military serviceman has served during a designated period of hostilities under INA 329. Now, I'd like to discuss your family. I see from your N400 application that you have children. Can you tell me about them?
Yes, I have 2 children.
Are your children U.S. citizens?
Yes, they are all U.S. citizens by birth.
According to your application, your children have 2 different mothers. Can you explain that situation?
My first child, Henry, is from my ex-wife, Jessa. I am currently with Julia, and we have 1 child together, and her name is Marie.
Thank you for clarifying. Are you supporting Henry financially and emotionally?
Yes, officer, as his father, I try my very best that he is financially and emotionally loved and cared for as much as I can. I also continue to support his mother financially after the divorce.
Do you have any court or government order to provide financial support?
Yes, officer, these are the documents.
I also need evidence of your financial support, including proof that you have complied with any court or government order, such as a printout of child support payments or evidence of wage garnishments.
Here are the documents for the child support payments and evidence of wage garnishments.
How many times have you been married?
I have been married twice.
Since you were married before, do you have proof that your earlier marriage ended with a divorce decree?
Yes, officer, here are the documents.
Are you currently married to Julia?
Yes, we are still married.
Was your ex-wife a current member of the U.S. Armed Forces?
No, she's not.
Is your wife a current member of the U.S. Armed Forces?
No, she's not.
I appreciate your openness. Now let's move on to your connections to the United States. Have you ever lived in any other U.S. state besides Florida?
Yes, I have also lived in Alaska during my military service.
I see from your N400 application that you lived in Texas for a period. Can you tell me more about your time there?
Yes, I was stationed at Fort Hood in Texas, for about a year. It was a great experience, and I enjoyed the local culture and community.
Let's begin with the English reading and writing test. Can you read the sentence on the tablet?
Yes, I can see one interrogative sentence here.
That's great. Please read that sentence out loud.
What is the largest U.S. state?
I will say a sentence, and can you please write it down for me? You can use a stylus pen. Alaska is the largest state. I'll repeat it. Listen well. Alaska is the largest state. Great. Now I will ask you some questions to test your knowledge of U.S. history and government. Please do not hesitate to ask me to repeat any questions if you want to. What is the capital of your state?
Florida's state capital is Tallahassee.
What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen?
Obey the laws of the United States.
Can you name one of the 2 longest rivers in the United States?
The Mississippi River.
Can you name your U.S. representative?
Michael Waltz.
When must all men register for the Selective Service?
At age 18.
Why did the colonists fight the British?
Because they didn't have self-government.
Excellent. Now let's move on to some questions about your eligibility for naturalization. Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
No, I have never claimed to be a U.S. citizen.
Have you ever been arrested or convicted of a crime?
No, I have never been arrested or convicted of a crime.
Have you ever been a member of any organization that advocates overthrowing the U.S. government?
No, I have not.
Have you ever failed to file your taxes?
No, I have filed my taxes on time.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any communist or totalitarian party anywhere in the world?
No, I have not.
Have you ever been associated with any group anywhere in the world that advocated opposition to all organized government?
No, I have not.
Have you ever supported and promoted world communism?
No, never.
Since you became a lawful permanent resident, have you called yourself a non-resident alien on a federal, state, or local tax return?
No, officer, I don't consider myself a non-resident alien.
Do you want the Social Security Administration to issue you an original Social Security card and update your immigration status with them when you are naturalized?
Yes, officer. I would appreciate that.
Have you ever engaged in prostitution, attempted to import prostitutes for prostitution, or received any proceeds or money from prostitution?
No, I never did any of those things.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes, I fully support them.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I understand it.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I am willing to take it.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms or carry weapons on behalf of the United States?
Yes, I am willing to bear arms or carry weapons on behalf of the United States.
If the law requires it, are you willing to do something other than fight in a war in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes, I am willing to do something other than fight in a war in the U.S. Armed Forces.
Please stand up. Okay, now let's review the Oath of Allegiance. I will read it to you, and you can repeat it after me. I hereby declare on oath.
I hereby declare on oath
That I absolutely and entirely
that I absolutely and entirely
renounce and abjure
renounce and abjure
all allegiance and fidelity
all allegiance and fidelity
to any foreign prince, potentate,
to any foreign prince, potentate,
state, or sovereignty,
state, or sovereignty,
of whom or which I have heretofore
of whom or which I have heretofore
been a subject or citizen,
been a subject or citizen,
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States of America,
of the United States of America,
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear arms
that I will bear arms
on behalf of the United States,
on behalf of the United States,
when required by the law,
when required by the law,
that I will perform non-combatant service
that I will perform non-combatant service
in the armed forces of the United States,
in the armed forces of the United States,
when required by the law.
When required by the law.
That I will perform work of national importance.
That I will perform work of national importance.
Under civilian direction.
Under civilian direction.
When required by the law.
When required by the law.
And that I take this obligation freely.
And that I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
Without any mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
So help me, God.
So help me, God.
Congratulations, Sergeant Gonzales. You have successfully completed your naturalization interview. American civilians depend on immigrants like you who enlist to risk and sacrifice for their adopted country.
I am so proud of this country. Thank you, Officer Smith.
You are most welcome. Thank you again for your service. Welcome to the United States as a new citizen.
I am so honored. Thank you so much.